They go play action here on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. The shotgun snap for Newton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Now Austin. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
That's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 3. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
We've got a 3rd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It's caught outright by Graham. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. And some space here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Here's a screen to Powell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. 145. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Dolphins have got it.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Dancing to his left. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Peterson gets the call running left. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, Peterson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They come out here in the eye. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Adrian Peterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 23. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Newton. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Newton on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They try right side here. Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Defense showing blitz. They'll try the air now with Newton. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Back now in the East Bay. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Three-man line. Texas, just play a three-man line.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. They find some open field here. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw now on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion.
85.
They pitch it out to Peterson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
140.
In motion left comes Bryant.
3-man left.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
140.
They give it to Peterson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. In motion right here comes Johnson. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run. Peterson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
140, 140. Orange left. Set. 391, 391.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They toss it left side to Peterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
140, 140.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.